The Exorcism series continues. Exorcism within the Buddha culture. And here we find Sinhala, and a method for exorcism that actually possesses a person in order to free them. There are a few alternatives for exorcism within the Buddha cultures. The first, the practice of reciting or listening to the Pareta, a form of exorcism that began early in the history of Buddhism. It is a Buddhist practice of reciting certain verses and scriptures from the Pali Canon in order to ward off misfortune or danger. The belief in the effective spiritual power to heal or protect of the Sakakiriya, or recognizing authority or truth of something quite reliable, is an aspect of the work ascribed to the Pareta. Many scriptures in the Pareta, like Metta Sutta, Dajaga Sutta, Ratana Sutta, can be recited for exorcism purposes, and Atanatiya Sutta is said to be particularly effective for exorcism plans. In ancient Babylon, the texts were altered versions of the original beliefs. Scriptures later merged with magical words and phrases. In the same respect, Sutta is also questionable. Sutra is a rule or aphorism in Sanskrit literature. For example, a bad penny always turns up is an aphorism for the fact that bad people or things are bound to turn up in life, or possibly accepting that the darkness will come forth. Remember, this is an exorcism ritual. In Tibetan Buddhism, the ritual of exorcising Ghost Day is a part of Tibetan tradition. The Tibetan religious ceremony, Guto, literally meaning the offering of the 29th, is held on the 29th of December, with its focus on driving out all negativity, including evil spirits and misfortunes of the past year, and starting the new year in a peaceful and auspicious way. Are they driving out or soaking up the negativity? This may be a form of psychic vampirism, a question that will answer itself in due time. The temples and monasteries throughout Tibet hold grand religious dance ceremonies, with the largest at Potala Palace in Lhasa. The families clean their houses on this day, decorate their rooms, and eat a special noodle soup called gutuk. In the evenings, the people carry torches, calling out the words of exorcism. Remember, this form of exorcism is reciting or listening to. In other cultures, the torch represents the possessing demon, the eternal flame. Alexander the Not-So-Great was very successful in assimilating city names, but how successful was he in Asia? He was definitely up to something. But what? Sinhalese Buddhism. Sinhala is classified as an Indo-Aryan language. The Rig Veda states that their religion was brought by spiritual adepts from the West. The original meaning for Aryan is spiritual adept. The knowledge of the Aryans comes mostly from the Rig Veda Samhita, the oldest layer of the Vedas, which was composed between 1200 and 1000 BC, the same time of the rise of the Enuma Elish and Marduk. If ever there was a figure who was openly possessed, it would be Marduk. He uses the 7 evil winds as a weapon in order to defeat the Great Mother. The etymology of the name Marduk is conjectured to derive from Amar Utu, meaning immortal son of Utu, and the Hindi Utu correlates with the Akkadian Shamash, Utu. This could be an Utu coup. In Sumerian, the word Sinhala, Sin, En-Zu, Ha in Sumerian, Akkadian Zitu, La is curse. Oddly enough, Sinhala in Sumerian means sharing the curse of sin. To further this notion, the section that follows is the most concerning of all. In Sri Lanka, Sinhala Buddhists invoke the protection of the Buddha, as well as the deity Suniyam, to control and disperse dangerous supernatural forces, in a ritual known as Yakutovil. The Yakutovil is a lengthy, complex ritual that prevents malevolent, supernatural beings from overpowering patients. The ritual brings the patient into the protective manifold of the Buddha. During the ritual, offering baskets for several yaksha, or nature divinities, are placed on a bench. One of the baskets is devoted to Suniyam. His basket contains, among other things, a sacrificial chicken and an arrow of Brahma. The arrow in this ritual is a straight branch, with one end in the shape of an arrowhead. Shukwamuna and Shumalaya spring to mind. During the ceremony, it is used to help command and control certain supernaturals. At one point in the ceremony, a person assisting will be possessed by the spirit of Suniyam. He will take the sacrificial chicken and stomp around the patient. the Yakutovil will use the arrow to force his compliance in leaving the patient alone. A practice containing the bird, a poisoned arrow, the reed basket, and a possessed person. Yakutovil means ones who know the art of offering. They are the specialists who take control over patient diagnosis and performance of the Yakutovil. Clearly, the vessel is the offering. Would you allow a protective deity to possess your body? Remember, the protective deity in Sumeria is Pazuzu. He was not taken. He was transferred. The journey continues. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe for more ancient mystery.